Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Alpha Central. I'm your host, Jack, and today we're taking a look at why men have stopped dating single mothers. But let's jump right in, right after you subscribe, of course. Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, like, that's it? That's all you have to say?
I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
A big deal? Like...
I couldn't find the right time to tell you.
We've been talking for 6 months and you couldn't tell me you had a kid at some point?
She 100% knew it was a big deal. That's why she kept it quiet for 6 months.
She somebody type?
I mean, face card valid. I think that you got a pretty face.
Right.
Then my fault, the 7 kids throw me off. It's hard for me to think of. I can't think about it.
I mean, they're taken care of, but I understand. I honestly would rather a man that has kids anyways. So.
Yeah.
Got you. I respect that.
You can't really do nothing without that.
7 kids and she's still looking for guys that have children themselves? She needs to learn the definition of enough.
What's something you leaving in 2024 that you're not bringing into 2025?
My baby daddy!
Which one?
Both of them!
You want a third to take you serious, but you got 2 baby daddies.
I got like 5 lined up, but none of them worth it.
She says none of them are worthy, yet not one of them is fighting to be with her either.
Is it a no if the girl you're talking to has kids?
Definitely a no.
Why is it a no? Why can't you be bothered?
Just because probably not earning enough money to raise a kid. I can barely look after myself.
What if you met the love of your life and she was like, Rob, lad, I've got kids, what are you going to do?
She'd have to look like Margot Robbie.
If those single moms looked like that, maybe it'd make sense, but of course they never do.
I told him I have 2 kids, and he say, I need the restaurant. It's been 45 minutes, nothing. 45 minutes. Well, he never came back from the restaurant, so I think I have to pay and leave.
It's the oldest trick in the book, but if she only dropped that information on the first date, I don't blame him.
He posted up, "Get ready with me as a single mom of 2 at age 19. Bro, your life sucks. I don't want to see this. I want to see this.
Why would you be proud of broadcasting your bad decisions for the whole world to see?
Would you date a woman who has kids?
How many kids are you on about?
3?
How many baby dads?
2.
Been that.
Why?
Why, what do you mean? It's already been used.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure 3 kids is 3 more than he'd like to deal with anyways.
What's your body count?
My body count is literally 2.
Me.
And I got a baby.
Hold on.
I got 2 because I got a baby.
Which one you get pregnant by, the first or the second?
Second. Hey, spring break 2023, I'm bouncing on all night. You know what I'm talking
about? Hey, what about him? Special pass. Say less. It's a smash.
That body count and her behavior really don't add up.
Why somebody just say, if you a single mom, you can't expect a man to come into your life and be the provider because you come in with dependents? I promise you, do not approach me unless you intend on paying all the bills. I don't give a that I got kids. I know that I have kids and you know that I have kids. Don't pursue me if you're not trying to pay these bills. It's not hard.
So she doesn't want to be approached? Great, because I'm pretty sure no sane man was planning to.
Last relationship and positive, negative.
You might get that toothpick ready. I am working out the definitions of what's happening in my life right now. I have 2 daughters and I live with their father.
Okay.
And he's my domestic partner. We're very respectful. Sometimes intimate. Has been a while though, because kids first, right? And I'm not seeing anybody right now, like boyfriend, girlfriend. Like I don't have titles like that. So I don't know how to answer last relationship because I've been with the father of my kids for like 10 years. So ever since high school.
It sounds like she's still married, just without the label. Why would she even be on a dating show in that messed up situation?
Female that has 3 kids and I don't date that have kids.
If you date a guy with no kids, will you make him a baby daddy?
No, I can't do that. No, whoever's with me has to accept my kids and then they have to accept the fact that I won't have their kid. That's it.
3 kids of her own, but she won't date a guy with kids? Good luck finding a man with that double standard.
Bro, if you under the age of 30 and you don't got no kids, you shouldn't be dating somebody with kids. Like, maybe 1 is cool, but when it gets to the 2, 3, 4, like, how you 25 trying to provide for a family of 5? Like, that's crazy.
He's right. Choosing a single mom when you're in your prime is the easiest way to set yourself up for failure.
How old are you?
22.
And what's the hardest part about dating at 22 years old?
I have kids, and I'm not bringing nobody around my kids. I have yet to introduce anybody to my kids.
Do you think as a guy dating a single mom is an L?
I don't think it's an L, but I do see where you're counting your L's at. Like me, I'm sorry, I'm a great woman. When I'm in a relationship, I'm gonna worship my man for being my man, but my kids come first.
Okay. That's the oldest looking 22-year-old I've ever seen. I really hope he didn't pay, because if I was in that situation, I'd be making a run for the exit.
I have the brokest baby daddies ever. I texted my 4 baby daddies. I got 6 kids, right? So I texted my 4 baby daddies and I was like, hey, can you send me some money so we can go out to dinner tonight? You know, thinking that they should send me it, right? I gave them kids. They owe me this. So I texted them and I asked them, and the first 2 don't even respond. Of course they don't. They're moms. Then the third one responds and tells me he pays $700 a month. Why can't I use his child support for that? That if I still don't have money, I need to get a job. I didn't have 4 different baby daddies to have a job. That's the point here. And then the last one, like, this is the broken. I couldn't even go to Pick and Save. This man goes to Walmart, shows up at my house for his kid with like 4 or 5 bags of groceries and said, if the kids are hungry, they can eat this. And then when I complained about it, he said that I should be grateful because at least he's feeding my other kids when he only has 1 with me. Ridiculous. And then he tried to like pull the, well, my daughter's only 1 year old, like she doesn't even eat half of this, I literally got it for you guys. Like, these people are so broke. Like, at this point I'm about to go have another baby daddy, because like, do I need an older man or something? I don't get it. The first 2, like, let's not even talk about them. Like, one of them only pays $300 a month and the other one only pays $1,200, and we have 2 kids. So be careful who you have kids with, seriously, because at this point, like, these guys are the problem.
I can't tell if she's being serious or not, but if she does add a few more, she's got income lined up for every day of the week.
So don't say women just choose bad baby daddies. We don't know who the hell we having a baby by.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Then why'd you have a baby? Fell into that. If you don't know who you're having a baby by, hey, I don't know you. I don't know if you have mental issues. I don't know if you're comically. I don't know if you have sale trait. I'm going to have your baby. I don't even know your middle name, but I think that we should be comically bound for the rest of our lives with this child. I'm going to take this seed that you put in me, and I'm going to nurture it and nutrient it in my uterus or whatever in my stomach for 9 months, and I'm going to push it out my. And I'm going to give you the greatest gift that a woman can give a man, and I don't know you.
Imagine deciding to have a whole child with someone you barely even vetted.
25 with 7 kids, and I'm pregnant with baby number 8. Stop asking me how many baby daddies. I'm not going to tell you. It's none of your business. Mind the business that pays you. Baby daddy number 8 said he'll buy a crib, but he said he can't buy anything else because that's all he has the money for. I think he should be doing more, way more, but if that's all he has the money for, that's all he has the money for. What can I do about it? He told me that he doesn't want to be a father, but I'm having the baby. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm having the baby.
So she finds a guy, gets pregnant, then floats on over to the next one. This kind of behavior is just insane.
The benefit of being a provider means that I get the pick of whoever I want to choose to be with. If I'm that dude, I can choose to be with either a woman with no kids or a woman who does. Because remember, I'm a man, I love peace before I love a woman. I'll choose the woman who brings more peace. Her 5 kids with the extra baby daddies, with the extra baby daddies who are going to get upset if I whoop their kids. Now I got to whoop them kids. I got to whoop the daddy too. I'm going to get a woman who ain't got none of that baggage. If I can, as the benefit of being a provider, I won't choose the woman with the kids if I don't have to, which I don't.
Why pay all the bills just to end up raising another guy's kid and dealing with that drama?
Sweetie, if that's your biggest flex, then, well, it's not saying much, is it? So you pay your bills. La-di-freaking-da. Congratulations. You're an adult. Who cares? Funny, though, how for all y'all, it's a big flex when you do it. But when men do it, it's just, Wait for it, the bare minimum.
When your biggest flex is being a functioning adult, it's probably time to rethink your life.
I make very good well money. I am the table, so no man can ask me what I bring to the table.
Right, what brings you up?
I have over 10 streams of income, 8 businesses.
Okay, both.
Thank you. I also have 2 baby fathers. My first child I had at 16, didn't know any better. My second one, we was together for 7 years and everything perfect, like all the way up until year 3 or 4. Once year 4 comes in, abuse, alcoholism, abuse in front of the kids happen. I made a video because I had so many people DMing me trying to take me out on dates and stuff. In the video, I was basically saying in order to date me, you have to pay for the babysitter because for one, I'm not trying to date me. The man is trying to date me. So if you know that I have kids and I have 3 toddlers, a 5, 4, the youngest just turned 2, I'm not going to pay for the babysitter. So a lot of people gave me backlash saying like, oh, your baby daddy why would my baby daddy pay for a babysitter for you to take me out to a date? It sounds like you have no money.
Ma'am, if you were really making good money, you wouldn't be trying to get handouts for a babysitter.
You know what it takes for a woman like me to go out on a date? I got to get a babysitter for my kids.
Okay. Should it pay for that?
Yes. Because guess what now?
I gotta pay for the kids that you made prior
yes,
to
because guess what now? A part of me is my kids. And in order to take me out.
Dating!
Right, that's part of dating.
You're making an investment for a relationship. So,
and that's why.
And I shouldn't have to pay for your trying. When you're investing
I'm
in your
not saying every day. I'm saying, okay.
No date. Unless we're in a relationship, that's when you can even feel like I should be adding on.
I should be paying
I
for
wouldn't even
stuff
like that.
A man that's for me, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They know that, okay, she's a mother of 2. She's holding down a business. She's holding down a house. She's commuting from Jersey to New York. All right. How much is your babysitter?
What is with these single mothers expecting men to pay for babysitters? They're your responsibility, not his.
Do you have kids?
Yes. This
How many?
is Big Mama. 1.
Want more?
Yeah, but not until I got a ring.
Were you married to the last guy?
No.
So now I gotta work for it. You know, what they was giving out as free handouts, now I gotta pay for it. You know what I'm saying? They was giving out free handouts, now I get in line and I gotta pay.
I was with the dad for 4 years. That was not a free handout.
They was giving out samples and now I gotta pay for it as soon as I get in line. What do y'all think this is? Good night.
Good night.
I've been waiting to use that bit for a while.
The last guy didn't need a ring to have a baby with her. So what exactly makes her think the next guy's gonna give her one?
Hey ladies, that's right. So I'm gonna show y'all how to get some money from a man that you just met an hour ago. What you're gonna do is go outside, right? You're gonna turn all the breakers off, right? Flick all switches in your house and be like, look, my light's off. That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna ask him for $200. You're gonna say I'm $200 short on my light bill.
Now, girl, you doing too much. You can't be that desperate to get some money from a man. If you need some money that bad, girl, just go on one of them street corners and somebody will pick you up and give you some money.
If he say he can't do it, you're going to block him immediately because he don't care about your well-being. He don't care about you and your kids being in the house with no lights. Okay, I don't care if you just met him, you're going to block him. That's how you get money from a man.
Well, I'm sure you got a whole phone book of block numbers. Girl, you think that man give a damn if you blocked him? You the one need money from him. He don't need from you. It's plenty of other women running around here that ain't even trying to trick him into giving them some money. Baby, you ain't got to trick a man to give you no money. If you that girl and he feeling you, he's gonna want to do that, boo. You don't have to even do no tricks, baby. And I bet you thought you ate with this, but you really didn't. Like, you look real off the wall. Am I tripping?
If that's your strategy to get cash from a guy, you might as well just grab a begging bowl and hit the sidewalk already.
I just kind of picked the baby up. You didn't get me nothing for Valentine's?
Why would you think I need to get you something for Valentine's Day?
What do you mean?
I don't owe you nothing. Why would you think I need to get you something for Valentine's Day?
Because I gave you a child.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. That don't mean nothing in my book. I don't mean nothing in my book. I don't owe you nothing.
I didn't say you owe me anything, but you would think that you would get the mother of your child a gift for Valentine's Day.
Man, we are not together. We ain't been together since 2007, 2006. We're not together. I don't owe you nothing. I don't owe you a happy Mother's Day, a happy Valentine's Day, a happy
you
birthday.
never tell me happy Mother's Day.
I told you one time and you ignored me, and that was it. I'm not doing it again. So What are we talking about here? I don't owe you nothing. I don't even owe you this explanation. And why are you in my house if you picking up the damn child? Why are you in my house? Who let you in my house?
She opened the door for me.
Okay, I'm gonna tell her to stop opening the door for strangers. Like, seriously.
I'm not no stranger, I'm her mother. And next time I come over here, you need to make sure my is ready and have me a
Next
gift.
time you come over here and get in my house, I'm gonna call the police on you. You need to get out my house. I'm being nice. Get out my house.
No, being nice would have been getting me a gift because I'm the mother of your child.
I don't owe you nothing.
That's what would have been
that means
being
absolutely
nice.
nothing to me. You need to get out my house. On the call.
Yeah,
I'm a worker though.
That poor guy's just trying to fix his car in peace. And she's in his ear, ruining his day with her delusional expectations.
Why is it that when dating, people always ask about my baby daddy? You're asking me things I don't have answers to. Where's the baby daddy? I don't know. Baby, we could go look together. Why y'all worried about him? Baby daddy. My child came from God as a gift. And I'm going to continue to say, my child came from God as a gift. I will not be talking about my baby daddy. Baby daddy? Attention? Never.
There's delusion, and then there's whatever this lady is on about.
Abraham. Brian. How old are you? What's up? How old are you? 25. I'm 29. Would he ever get it with a single mom? If I'm way older, probably, but right now, nah. Why not? I want my own, I want my own kids. I want my own family, just at least for now. What if she was like 35, but she had no kids? At my current age right now? Yeah. Nah. Why not? I want to find someone like around close to my range, Okay, at least for now. Younger? Close to my age. Okay. What about you? Would he ever date a single mom?
Personally, no disrespect. Respectfully speaking, no.
Why?
Because there's issues with the baby daddy, there could be jealousy, there can be, obviously the kids always come first, so it's a lot different, than building something of your own.
But what about like if she was like the woman that you wanted? I'm talking about she had everything, but at the end of the day, she told you I had kids.
And I'm gonna say this, there's more fish in the sea, There's more fish in the sea, bro.
Exactly. Why choose that route when it's way simpler to date someone without the extra baggage and built-in chaos?
What is a low-value woman?
Apparently me. I'm a single mom. I was promiscuous. Where do you think the kid came from?
What would you say to a young girl who's like 20 years old, being promiscuous, thinking #equality?
So me back in the day. I don't do it.
Say, for example, I had a son and he found this beautiful woman, but she was 30 and had a kid. I would say, drop her. You'll find another woman who you
would
connect
say
with.
that?
Yeah, I would say you'll find someone else who doesn't have a kid, and then I think you should have a kid with her. That would be my personal preference as well. If I was dating someone and she had a child, I would say, as much as you might be a lovely person, I'm not interested.
I mean, at least she gets full marks for the self-awareness.
I don't understand how a 40-year-old woman is really asking the question, how does having a child out of wedlock lower your value? Do you have a daughter?
I do have a daughter.
So you would tell her, oh, girl, go ahead and have a baby. It ain't going to affect your value one bit.
No.
Why not? It don't lower your value.
That's not what I'm saying. But even if she was to get married and then have a child.
I'm talking about being a baby mama. Having a child before you get married. Very different thing.
Okay, I understand. I get what you're saying.
So why don't you tell her to go ahead and do that?
I'm not going to tell her to go ahead and do that.
Why? I mean, it doesn't lower your value, right?
I'm not telling her to do that because I know the consequences of having a child, knowing that she may have to take care of that child on her own.
Okay, ma'am. You're trying to make two different issues. What are the consequences of having a child out of wedlock?
The consequences of having a child out of wedlock is that the dad may not be there.
Consequence of having a child out of wedlock is it lowers your value. You keep putting it off to the dad, but guess this is the United States of America. No child gets born in this country unless a woman wants it to. The mother decides whether or not a child is born and kept. You could have a child and put it up for adoption. So, due respect, the world is not owes baby mamas sympathy like that. It's a choice.
Unfortunately, she's smart enough to warn her daughter not to do it, but not smart enough to see what that says about her own situation.
What's going on, bros? Your big brother Kevin from the Men of Now. I want to ask you guys a question. How many times have you seen on a single woman's profile, or even been told in person, my kids will always come first? That's a fair question, and it's a fair statement. But I always say this, well, I understand that, But how do you expect me to ever make you my number one when I know I will never be yours? And gentlemen, that's rule 37, not the single moms.
It's true, you're signing up to always come second, and somehow that's framed as selfish.
So unless you're offering to pay for the babysitter, I'm not going on that date. Also, offer to pay for the babysitter. That's going to make me more receptive to want to go and spend my time with you.
If you're broke, just say that. These men don't owe you. This man doesn't even know you to go on a date with you. He shouldn't have to pay for you and your kid. And it sounds like if he's paying for your time, then that sounds like an escort service to me. And you're in, legal sex work, babe.
So the entry fee to take you out is a dinner plus daycare? Yeah, good luck with that, ma'am.
So a big part of why I make the content I make, as many of you know, is because I regret dating while I raised my son as a single mom. And I realized that regret a little too late. He had left home. And it's all a hindsight. Everything that I feel is in hindsight. And I have to say that some days I still have a really hard time with my regret and wishing that I realized it sooner. And, I can't get any of that time back. And it's so hard to see the mistakes you've made and not be able to go back and fix them. And now I can, of course, still change my behavior moving forward, but he's not a little kid at home.
Sounds like she's just adding one more regret to the I wish I hadn't become a single mom list.
You having hella kids while I have no kids, and you getting mad at me because I don't want to talk to you because you have kids while I have no kids. It's got to be a mental illness. Like, I'm not putting down anybody that got kids whatsoever, man. If you got kids, I think that's a blessing. That's an amazing thing. But if I don't have kids and I want the person that I'm with to not have kids as well so we can start a family at the same time together, and you get mad at me and you talk down to me, you think it's a problem because I don't want kids with you while you already have 5 kids, I don't know, mental illness. Like, that don't make sense. It doesn't. I don't understand how we're going to try to make that one make sense. And it's like people be leading with emotion so much to the point where, like, they don't take into account, like, I never talked down on you for having kids. I just said I don't want to have kids with you or be with you because you have kids already.
Deep down, it doesn't even make sense to them. It's just easier to stay in denial.
What's up? I know you didn't just use my card to buy your baby daddy's approach.
Yes, my baby daddy don't got no friends, no family. He's single. I wasn't gonna let that man go hungry. Don't be questioning me about what I spend our money on.
But then you use my money to spend money on this dude don't even take care of his kids.
Okay, is not his responsibility no more. You do know me and my kids live with you. Therefore, that's your job. My bad. Shut the hell up, because I'm talking. I'm talking. Be quiet.
Y'all gotta go.
No, my baby daddy is no longer obligated to do that. That is your job as a man. And as a man, what the hell do you need help for taking care of me and my kids? And don't question me about what I spend money on. Hello? Hello? I'm gonna hang up on me. We'll call this bitch.
She's just using him like an ATM. He needs to kick her out so she can go back to her broke bum baby daddy. You guys have made it to the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this. And remember, according to YouTube, the best way to help the channel in the algorithm is to watch one of my videos right after this video. So if you like this video, you might as well watch another one. Till next time.